Hello YouTube. Finally, I am able to make another video, and here is my baby. Yes, this is Mavis Istanbul Lee, and she was born on November 14, 2:48 a.m. and she was born on, unfortunately, 41 weeks. Yes, I was pregnant for 41 weeks. It was amazing. I was overdue. And that's why it's so painful. So this is my delivery and labor story. So how it goes, I had a problem actually when you start the pelvic exams on week 37. They check you and they tell you so if you dilate any, and I did not. My cervix was softening, but I wasn't dilating at all. So week 37, 38, 39, 40, and my doctor said that we have to schedule you for inducing the labor on week 41. And actually I was supposed to be induced on the day I had her. November 14, I was going to be induced. Anyway, my problem was I had a LEEP procedure, LEEP procedure 2 years ago, and it left a scar on my cervix. And because of that, I wasn't dilating any. That scar was, I think, holding all the things, and I don't know, it was the problem. So I read an article and I start doing this evening primrose oil. So one lady said she did it for 6 days and then she had her baby. I had only 3 days left to my inducing labor, so I'm like, I was so scared of the Pitocin. So it's gonna be so painful. I have no idea about the labor, delivery, or anything. So what I did, I had 3 days, and I was just putting it vaginally, 3 of them. I was poking a hole with a needle in them, and then I was putting them at lunchtime, and because I was working from home for 2 weeks, and I was doing that at my lunchtime, and I was just sitting in the bed with them inside me, and I was taking in the morning 2 of them, and I was taking at night 2 of them, and I bought the highest dosage. I don't remember right now what was, like 1300 or something. I'm just totally just making up right now, but it was very high dosage. So morning 2 of them, at night 2 of them, put 3 of them vaginally at lunchtime, and then 3 of them vaginally at night before I go to sleep. And then, oh, she fell asleep. And then the third day, it was Wednesday. I was going to be induced on Thursday. Wednesday morning, I started having contractions. So they were saying that you will know when you have the contractions. If you're a first-time mom, don't worry, you do. You do know that those are contractions because they're different pain. So mine wasn't from back to front. It was just in the lower abdomen area, and they were so far apart. In the morning, it was like every hour, like 1 will hit and then 2 hit and then stop. Then it started getting regular, like every 10 minutes. And then my mother-in-law was here, and I didn't want to show her anything. And we just went for a walk. And we walked a little bit, and I was telling her I'm just cramping. It's just, I think I have a stitch when I'm walking, because I'm like 41 weeks pregnant. You just really, it's hard to walk. And then we just walked around the block once, and then I came home. I was just trying to make sure that I'm really in labor. So if you walk and, you know, walk the stairs, climb the stairs up and down, maybe it will make it faster. It's not gonna go away. I was trying to do that, and then I did that when we came home. I climbed the stairs up and down, and then I had my yoga ball and I jumped on it a little bit, and all this time I was working. I was like, I worked during my labor. Yeah, I was checking my emails, sending emails, you know, taking care of invoices, all those kind of stuff. It was fun. Anyways, and then the pain started getting you know, more intense, but it was still, I could still stand it. And I read a bunch of Bradley method books, and I was like trying to stay at home as much as I can. But it wasn't actually just Bradley. Our hospital said if I go to the hospital and if I don't get to be admitted to hospital, I will have to pay $125 the emergency copay. I'm like, I don't want to really do that. I want to make sure that I'm really in the labor. And anyways, I was in labor. It was for sure. And then it was just getting more intense, and I was counting my time, and I hit the 3.5 minutes. And it was getting really horrible. My stomach started turning from the pain. And my husband said, I'm gonna come home. And like, okay. And it was like 5:30, and he had an appointment for a massage. And I'm like, oh, okay, I want you to go to your massage. I know that it's ridiculous for me to say that. I didn't want him to cancel it because I didn't want him to lose that money for the massage and his appointment. And I didn't want him around because as soon as he came to the room, I started crying from pain, and my pain just gone. I felt like I let myself go, I would say that, and I didn't want him around for that. So he went to his massage, and then he came. His massage was at 6 p.m. and I'm having contractions on and off, and my first contraction started like around 8. And around 6 I have like 3.5 minutes contractions. He went to the massage, and he came back at like 7:10 around that time. And then I was on the floor when he came. I was on the floor. I couldn't get up, and I couldn't do anything. And then he took me to the hospital. I got one contraction in the car. I was kicking everywhere. I walked to the hospital. When I was walking to the door, I had one contraction, and then I got in the elevator. When I got out, I had a horrible contraction. When we got into the labor and delivery, I had one other contraction, and then in the triage, and the nurse checked me. She said I'm 2 centimeters. I'm like, I'm dying. But she said she's gonna admit me because there is a scar that she can feel, but as soon as that scar loses itself, I'm going to have this baby. I'm like, okay. And then they send me to labor and delivery. I waited like 5 minutes maybe there, and they sent me to labor and delivery, and then I labored there. I'm not sure, maybe 30 minutes, maybe less. And the nurse checked me. I was 8 centimeters. I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding? And then she says like, I'm not going to be kidding with you for any subject like this. So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And during this time, I was in so much pain. I was screaming that I want all the medicine in the world. However, I did not want. I wanted all natural, but and then I wanted epidural. And when I was in 8 centimeters, you know, I was always thinking, it's like, when I'm there, I'm not gonna ask for it. I could do it naturally, but it was so painful. And then the anesthesiologist was in the right time, in the right place. He asked me if I want it. I just heard I'm 8 centimeters. I'm like, maybe I don't. And then the contraction hit. I'm like, just give it to me. And he did it. It worked pretty well. I felt great right away, and I'm thinking that I'm not gonna try so hard next time. I will just get the epidural, you know. And I pushed my baby for 4 hours, and first 3 hours I tried and tried, and last 1 hour it was horrible because I started tearing. I was looking in the mirror and they pulled my mirror away because I start seeing myself tearing. And then doctor caught me, and my husband was telling me like everywhere was blood and it was pretty bad. My baby was 8 pounds 12 ounces, and she was 21 inches, and all the time that her feet was on my stomach, and I was throwing up on my husband all the time. He was just giving me water. I did not eat anything since morning. No, lunchtime. I ate so small amount at lunchtime, and they already prepared for me cesarean operating room, and I'm glad that I didn't get that part because that's really hard to heal from that. And then I saw her, and it was so amazing. I was thinking, you know, oh my god, it's so traumatic, pardon me. And it was a horrible pain, and it's so amazing that when you see that baby, first I thought that it's not mine. You know, it's like, is she mine? It's not mine. No, can't be true. Is it over? The old pregnancy thing is over. And then it was a real baby outside, and they didn't give her to me first because all this time while I was pushing her, you know, she was in shock and she wasn't breathing, and they just had to take care of her. And then she was very alert and breathing again and crying, and then they brought her to me and they let me breastfeed her for a few minutes, and then they took her, but I didn't see her like 3 hours probably. Yeah, I was worrying. I'm like, where's my baby? And then she came back and all clean and nice, and I don't know, it's like some adrenaline or hormone, I'm not sure. I could not sleep all night just looking at her and thinking that she's mine. It was very beautiful. And then I was like, why didn't I sleep? That she was sleeping so nicely, and I don't know, I couldn't sleep for, I think I slept only 1 or 2 hours for 2 days. And they told me they feed her every 2 hours in the hospital, and the nurse was coming and telling me to feed her, and I'm like, oh, I need to sleep. Okay. And people were coming and visiting, and it was very nice of them. And then I had no dignity left. I was breastfeeding her in front of everybody, and it was very funny that I think everybody saw my breast there, whatever. So then we came home, and well, now she is 5 weeks, almost 6 weeks old, and we're doing pretty good. And I will let you guys know about postpartum and how it's going. Maybe make a 5 weeks old update for you. Now this is my labor and delivery story, and oh, I would say, and you know, don't be afraid of the tearing or they're cutting you down there. It's not a problem, you know. I will definitely say it doesn't hurt so much. I was torn everywhere, and it heals up very fast, you know. And I am thinking, even all that pain and everything, I think I want more of these babies. It's so much fun and so beautiful, such a joy, you know. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.